Hi guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. Thank you. So there has been quite a bit of new development when it comes to Carlee Russell's case. There has been a press conference yesterday, I believe, right? So I thought that's a good opportunity to concentrate and look at how her community, the community of Hoover, Alabama, her friends and family, her immediate circle, are actually what they think and how they are reacting behind the scenes to everything that's unfolding and how everything's unfolding. I hope you like my little improvised setup of this table. I thought that's maybe a cuter setup than the last time, so I changed it up a bit. Let me know if that's alright and if you can see the cards alright, if you can hear me alright. I kind of felt like I was a little bit too loud the last time around. I've already did one reading on Carlee, more specifically on what her mindset has been when she, thought of this whole hoax, of this whole story of her being abducted, and what she thinks now, and what is potentially for her to come or not to come in the future. So that was my very first video. You can't miss it. It's the only video on this channel. I'm a complete newbie when it comes to YouTube. So I've been a year-long silent watcher of many different channels. But I've never attempted to do videos myself, so bear with me. I'm sorry. And also I'm sorry for being long-winded. Being concise and on point is not my strong suit whatsoever. It's not. I'm gonna do my best to be a little bit more, less long-winded, more precise, but bear with me, guys. You are probably like, precise, this video is already this and that amount of time. It's already so long. What is this kind of intro? I'm sorry. But yeah, just be warned, please. I'm a long-winded person. I hope you don't mind. So yeah, I thought we could start with the wisdom of the Oracle Tarot, and we could ask the universe how her community feels, first of all. So, dear universe, please let us know, if we're allowed to, how Carlee's community feels about this whole thing. Oh, okay, I feel like this card kind of wants to jump out at us. How does the Hoover community feel like about this whole situation? What do they feel like? Oh, also sorry for me being in not having any shuffling skills whatsoever. I usually shuffle with my eyes closed, and I do not have any shuffling skills. They are abysmal. I know that they are. I'm sorry about that, guys. Alright, what does the Hoover community think? What do they think about the whole... let's pick this one up. Do we know... Hello? Oh no, what am I even doing? What? Okay, that's enough probably. Universe, is there that much to tell us, or was it just because I completely failed at shuffling? Well, we'll see in a bit. You guys are probably like, that's because you've ever traveled. Alright, mending. Treasure Island. Okay. To be fair, in reverse. Building blocks in reverse. It's interesting, the building blocks card actually came up in Monday's reading when I've asked about Carlee and what is for her to come in the future. Very interesting. Time for a nap. Oh, most of them are in reverse. And go the distance. Let me see if you can even see all the cards in the camera. You kind of can, a little bit. Right, I should probably be trying to have them more, a little bit near by the camera. Let's see if that's better. Oops, destroying my whole setup already. Is that better? Hopefully. Let me check. I feel like it is. Alright, so we have time for a nap. In reverse. Treasure Island. Upright. Mending, upright, to be fair, in reverse, building blocks in reverse, and go the distance. Oh yeah, I really like the whimsical artsy look of this oracle deck, by the way, by Carlee Byron Reed, The Wisdom of the Oracle. It reminds me a little bit of like all the surrealistic paintings and the surrealistic art of paintings of Rene Magritte, specifically a little bit. I love art. If you guys don't know, I mean, of course you don't know. I've uploaded one video as of right now, so it's the second one. Okay, so that's the online wisdom oracle deck. Let's see what it says about time for a nap. Well, or let me just try to read the cards based on my intuition myself, and then we see how accurate it is. So interesting. So it's the opposite of to take the time for a nap. So I feel like if I'm gonna try to interpret those cards literally, it would obviously mean that the community is on high alert. They are not relaxed. They are obviously, of course, it makes sense, following the news and the developments constantly. They do not have any time for naps, so to speak. And I feel like they're not relaxed. I mean, it would surprise me if they would be, to be honest. They are on high alert still, but for another reason, not for the reason of Carlee being missing. Okay, Treasure Island, that's interesting, because I kind of feel like usually the Treasure Island would be a very positive thing, right? At least when it comes to materialistic possessions. But I kind of feel like that this cute little treasure island card. Do you see the cute little turtle? I hope you do. Isn't she cute? Isn't it cute? I kind of feel like in this sense it's maybe more of a like Pandora box. The word Pandora box came into my mind now. So I think it's more of like a Pandora box, you know, where it contains all kind of things and you don't know what will come out of the Pandora box. And also the thing about the Pandora box, if you know about Greek mythology and myths, is that the Pandora box can't be closed again, right? Once it's open, it kind of reveals and spreads all kind of things, all kind of feelings and emotions have been really revealed, I think, into the world for the first time once the Pandora box has been opened. So I kind of feel like it's less about the treasure island, but more about the kind of like the Pandora box a little bit on this cute turtle's shell. Yeah, I kind of feel like they are the community around her feel like they are confronted with new things and new developments, right? And new information and truths. Okay, mending. Maybe mending is like is to be seen literal, as in the meaning of mending a fence, right? Mending relationships. I mean, I don't know, maybe for some relationship in Carlee's, around Carlee, it's already starting to happen, but I feel like that's maybe a thing for the future. That, of course, I mean, people who are important in Carlee's life and to whom Carlee is important as a person will be probably trying to forgive her and to mend fences. I feel like maybe not all of them, but of course there'll be people, right? There'll be dear ones to her or her friends, family, acquaintances, I don't know, work colleagues, that will try to mend fences. I don't know, so if it will be, if her relationships with her community will be the same. I mean, needless to say, probably no one does a tarot reader for that, to know that they'll probably won't be, right? So, to be fair is in reverse, same as time to nap. So, I mean, if we are taking this literally, right, it's the opposite of being fair. So I kind of feel like maybe they want to be fair to Carlee, but it's pretty difficult for them to do that right now. So that's why I'm kind of feel like the mending card is maybe a promise for the future, because if we look at the mending card together with the to be fair card in reverse and the building block one in reverse, I would see them as they would try to, you know, find the building blocks for a more smooth, organic, friendly, trustworthy relationship again, but that's just not in the card, no pun intended, for right now. It's a huge difficulty right now to be fair, right? So, and go the distance. Yeah, I feel like they are not willing to go the distance right now. They are resentful. They are on the fence, or not, yeah, on the fence of what to think, maybe. They are on high alert. They constantly wondering what's coming out of this Pandora box. And it's hard for them, to be fair. It's hard for them to go the distance and to root for Carlee. And to give her a second chance. that's my interpretation. But I kind of wanna read up on what the Oracle Dex Creator interpretation is of the time of a nap in reverse. That's 24. Card number 24. Let's see. Page 89. Could set the pages of this copy. I'm not, oh no, not quite clear. Let's see what it says right here. Yeah. So rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. If it's upright, well, if it's not upright, it's the contrary to rest and rejuvenation. And patience usually is the key, but yeah, nobody has patience right now. All right. I kind of feel, yeah, I mean, that's self-explanatory. Okay, I kind of feel like, let's see what her friends are thinking. So that was as a community as a whole, right? Let's see what Carlee's friends are thinking in particular. Her friends. Do they think the same, the people who know Carlee, her long-term friends, or do they have another perspective? Oh, okay, one jumped out. Do they have the same perspective, dear universe? What do Carlee's friends think of this whole... okay, kind of feel like this one, maybe. I kind of feel like that's enough. Okay. Co-create in reverse. Interesting. This one, let's see if it's in reverse or not. Do you guys see how many cards are in reverse? That's crazy, isn't it? Round and round. Have I been holding them in reverse? Is it my fault because I was shuffling them wrongly or something? Serendipity, observer, and peace. Interesting that the peace one is not in reverse. And what's that one? New life. Interesting. New life. Okay. Co-create in reverse. Round and round. Serendipity, observer. Kind of feel like the round and round one maybe needs to be upright. I will give myself the liberty to change the position of this one. All right. Co-create. Well, my spontaneous interpretation would be that they are not involved in Carlee's shenanigans. They literally do not co-create the situation with her. And maybe they were saying to her, like, girl, what are you doing? That's crazy. And that's why I also feel like the round and round one should be upright and not in reverse, because I feel like that's not Carlee's first radio, you know. In my previous reading on her, the cards told me she is someone, or was someone who was searching for herself, for her true self, or like for who she was supposed to be, or who she is as a person, and who she's supposed to be, and kind of looking for herself, or for what image she wanted to project. I kind of feel like she does care how the world sees her and how she looks like, and is maybe a little bit vain of a person. Why did I want to say it like that? Vain of a person. And well, I think it's fair to say she's an attention-seeking person as well, at least from what we know so far, right? Because I mean, it definitely is a scream for attention, right? If you fake your own kidnapping. I mean, if that's not a cry for attention, I don't know what is. So I kind of feel like it's a fair characterization of her personality to say that she is someone who is thriving, who is seeking attention, and who is concerned with their appearance and how the world sees them and how they're portrayed. So, but at the same time, I feel like she isn't accomplished yet as an individual, you know, as her own person. And so, yeah, and also I feel like, so that was not her first time doing that, which would make sense, right? I mean, not that it wasn't her first time to fake her kidnapping, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that wasn't her first time to try to get attention of her friends and family and community, you know. I mean, it would make sense, right? It would be a bit extreme to start off by faking your own kidnapping. So yeah, I kind of feel like that her friends are like, yeah, that's Carlee, that's Carlee's shenanigans. They're a little bit like, what would be the best term? Desensitized to her behavior. Yeah, so that's why they're also at peace. Like, they're like, it's not our battle. We did not create that together with Carlee. That was her doing. So, and the ups. Oh, there's storm coming where I'm at. Oh my God. Oh guys, I think I need to stand up and close my door, because otherwise that's not good. Sorry, I'm back. Sorry. The weather was like, well, let us tell you how her community and friends, what they think about Carlee. No, I'm joking. The weather at my place is not a representation of Carlee's community thoughts, right? But yeah, I kind of feel like Well, let me check if that's not too... It's not too dark yet, right, guys? Hopefully. I hope it's not too dark. Oh my god, I'm at 25 minutes already. No! Me trying that not to be an hour-long video. So yeah, basically I think her community, not her community, I'm sorry, her friends are not really, they don't follow each and every tiny bit, because at their core they're like, well, not that much new things. We knew that about Carlee. We knew how she is. So on the other hand, the serendipity card is in reverse as well. Which would indicate a certain amount of like they are not serene, they are not happy, not a happy-go-lucky bunch of friends either at the same time. So they are at peace, they are not stressing out, but at the same time they are kind of like side-eyeing her a bit. That's what how I would interpret the cards. And this one, because if you guys remember, it was like that, right, when it fell out, so it wasn't upright or in reverse completely. I kind of feel like that they feel like Carlee kind of took her own a lot of possibilities for her, you know, kind of shut down the door on a lot of possibilities for her, pulling this stunt. I mean, obviously. But at the same time, there's still a little bit of hope, you know, at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. I'm laughing because, or not laughing, giggling slightly, because there was a video actually made by a YouTuber who was speculating, that's just speculation, that she maybe used some tunnels in the area to get off the highway pretty fast, in a very fast manner. So that's, I don't know, I was talking about the light of the tunnel and at the end of the tunnel, and this image of the real tunnels popped into my head. So yeah, I kind of feel like she almost like ruined her opportunities to come, but not all of them, you know what I mean? Like, kinda ruined them, half of them, so to speak. Not literally half of them, but you know what I mean, like partly ruined them. Interesting. But interesting that her friends are like, yeah, that's Carlee, round and round we go with this one. And I'm actually surprised by this card and by them being at peace. I actually thought they would be a little bit more, let's say, outraged or something. Is that even, I don't even know if I'm putting the cards in the right, well, I don't want to influence the cards' positions. Kind of feel like I'm already not great at shuffling, but oh well. Okay, and then let's see what your, last but not least, what your parents kind of feel like. All right, the universe, what do her parents think about the whole situation, right? I've seen they did one video, or maybe more, I don't know. I've seen one video. I think it was with the NBC, right? With her mom and dad. A short one, where the mom spoke mostly, and she said that Carlee is resting. So, what are her parents thinking? Dear universe, please tell us about her parents' mindset, if it's okay to know for us. Okay, something flew out. Is it all? Do we get more cards? Dear universe, please let us know. Is there more things for us? No? Whoa, okay, that's a bit too much, dear universe. That was probably just me holding the cards not tight enough. Whoa, okay. Kind of, okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, guys, do you see that? Do you see that the co-create card came up again? But this time it's in the upright position, not in reverse. Isn't that something? All that glitters. Alright, we had this exact card the last reading as well. Yin, okay, in reverse. Unfinished symphony. Kind of reminds me of unfinished business. Alright. Deep knowing. Wow. But in reverse, the deep knowing is in reverse. Yang, so yin and yang, both here. Interesting. And the thinker in reverse. Oh my god. Isn't that quite a bunch of information? Alright, so obviously the co-create card, I kind of feel like they were complicit to an extent and involved to an extent. I mean, obviously even them doing interviews, right, could be interpreted as them being involved in Carlee's situation to an extent. And yeah, also all that glitters is in reverse. I actually was thinking about this card which came up last time, and I was thinking that literally my interpretation the last time around was that because it came up when I was asking the question about Carlee's future, and I actually, because I was referring to the topic of her potential like penalty or fines for her, or I kind of felt the last time around that it was more talking about literally like material wealth, and it was also upright the last time around. Go check out my last video if you are curious and have a bit of time on your hands. But this time around it's in reverse, right? So I kind of feel like pertaining to her parents, it maybe literally is not all that glitters is gold, you know. Kind of feel like that hints a little bit about on maybe like family secrets, you know, or discrepancies in the family, or some kind of trouble or misunderstandings. I don't know, obviously, how could I know? I don't know anyone involved. And it's all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. All right, guys. I could be completely off my ball game. I could be completely right or wrong, or right or wrong. You decide, you know. But I kind of feel like this card here symbolizes some problems behind closed doors. And the yin and yang, if pertaining to her parents, maybe they are pretty different in like personality wise, you know, character wise. I don't know if I necessarily, because the yin and yang are in reverse, you know, they are not upright. I kind of feel like it speaks of them not being literally like a yin and yang, you know, because if they would have been a yin and yang, like parents, so it would have been a yin and yang situation. It would, for me at least, speak of a great relationship. And those two cards being in reverse, I kind of feel like it more tells us about them being maybe quite on opposite sides of, I don't know, maybe how to raise, when it comes to how to raise Carlee. Maybe they had disagreements on that, you know, or disagreements in this particular situation about how to handle the situation, you know. Maybe one of them was like, yeah, let's do that, let's handle it that and this way and in this manner. And the other one of them was like, no, are you crazy? That's a complete false approach. But obviously we will never know because it all happens behind closed doors. So yeah, I kind of feel like maybe it's both, but at the very least I feel like they disagreed on something. And actually I feel like it's both. I feel like they have very what's the word, different personalities and characters. Okay, and then deep knowing is in reverse. So maybe, especially like if we look at those two cards, you know, together, maybe that's indicating that her parents were somehow involved in the situation, but not as deep as some people would assume or would like to think. So their level of knowledge, it's in reverse, wasn't as deep as some of us may think. They were involved, they are involved, and obviously, I mean, Carlee is their daughter, they're kind of, you know, even if they're just involved in her life, right? And she is living also with them, from what I've heard. I don't know if it's true, but from what I've heard. So yeah, I kind of feel like they didn't have all their facts. And you see the thinker is in reverse. So maybe at least one of the parents wasn't like thinking it all through. I kind of feel like maybe this card just pertains to one of her parents, or maybe her sibling, or like one person of her family. I don't think it encompasses all of her family. And unfinished symphony is in reverse. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? Let's see what our book of Wisdom Oracle says about it. That's number 10. I did not come across this card that often previously. But it's a very interesting card, I feel like, especially in Carlee's situation. Oh, here we have the unfinished symphony. Yeah, literally unfinished business, incomplete lesson, lack of closure, needs to make amends. Oh, that's interesting. So it's in reverse in the case of Carlee's parents, right? So that would literally mean the opposite of unfinished business, right? So it means finished business, right? So maybe in this case, it symbolizes like Carlee's parents being done with doing interviews and, you know, saying something publicly, appear publicly. I think they came to the conclusion that it's best to not say anything, not do anything, just forward everything else to Carlee's attorney. Or even if the parents are gonna make further statements, they're gonna do it through legal representation. They're not gonna be doing more interviews and appearances, I feel like. Like for them, it somehow, if we are looking at this card, the whole hoax kidnapping situation, I don't want to say it came to an end, because obviously it's still unfolding, it's still ongoing, right? That can't be right? I mean, but so I kind of feel like it maybe more pertains to public appearances. Or maybe because it also speaks about amends, maybe they do not think that Carlee needs to do amends or make amends when it comes to them, you know? All right, how long have I been talking everyone's ear off? Oh, for 41 minutes. All right, I actually promised myself I wanted this to be a shorter video and not such a lengthy video, right? And it's already not working out. All right, let's I wanna take the Light Seers Tarot deck by Chris Ain, same as last time, and want to quickly ask it a bunch of questions as well. The universe. What I was wondering around, did something change in Carlee's mind? Did something change for Carlee since the last conference? Did something change for her personally? Either personally or maybe in the long term, you know, like criminally. Does something change for her? Not does. Did something change for her? Dear universe, did something change for Carlee? Whoa, okay. Okay. The universe, did something change for Carlee? I don't know why I just wanted to ask if a lot has changed for her. Did something change for Carlee? Okay. Four of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, and 9 of Swords. Oh, that's very interesting. I find it very interesting. 10 of Pentacles. I think it's maybe in reverse. It's probably in reverse. And 4 of Pentacles. Interesting. So, just at the first glance, I would think Carlee is significantly more worried. Because in my last reading, I would say she was more angry than worried. But yeah, she kind of starts feeling a little bit of heat, right? Look, this young lady here, she's crying, she's distraught, right? Nine of Swords is typically a card about an individual who is like grief-ridden, who is worried, who is thinking about a whole lot of what can go wrong, how things can go wrong, how things could lead to further misfortune. It's a deeply worried individual, right? So that's interesting, because last time when I did the reading, I personally did it on Sunday, I got more of an annoyed, angry vibe with us and with the public. But I kind of feel like now it's getting a bit serious for Carlee. Or not a bit serious, but more serious for Carlee. Look, the Four of Pentacles is like she's holding on to her material possessions, to her finances, you know. I also heard somewhere online that she got fired from her job, right? Right? I don't know if it's right or if it's rumor, but I would say it makes sense. So that also would then make her more worried, right? And make her hold tight to her possessions. And the Five of Pentacles is also in reverse. So that means her, like, wholesome, not wholesome, that's maybe the wrong word, but her well-established financial situation, her, like, material status is upside down, right? It's completely, it's not great anymore. Her financial standing isn't great at all. So yeah, I kind of feel like she is worried in the financial sense, but also I think like it's more than that. I think things are starting to get to her. Interesting. So, dear universe, will Carlee be speaking out? Or will she somehow will she talk more about the situation in the immediate future? I don't mean like writing memoirs in quite a few years. I mean like currently. Will she talk? Will we hear more of her side? Will we hear more from her or see more from her? Or like, how will she handle? Maybe that's a better question. How will she handle this whole fiasco from now on? The universe. How will Carlee handle, like this one, how will she handle the whole situation? Whoa, hello? I don't know what I did there. I kind of feel like okay. Do we need to know more? Is that all? Okay. Oops. Sorry, I got distracted by the sound. Do we need... I kind of feel like that's it maybe for us, card-wise. interesting, the Magician and the Knight of Wands. Haven't we had this card in the last reading? Guys, if you have been watching for that long, thank you. Again, thank you for watching. And go watch my previous video. It's crazy how many cards came up again in this reading. Okay, so interesting. The Three of Swords, Knight of Wands. Kind of feel like this one was in reverse last time around, right? Or am I hallucinating things? And the Magician. Okay, so the Magician can sometimes be someone who is skillful at deceiving people, right? And this Magician right here, I mean in the picture, is concocting something. Interesting. The Knight of Wands. Do we actually know? I've asked that the last time. I've asked that myself. But do we know Carlee's sign? Probably should have looked it up on Wikipedia or something. Isn't she a fire sign? I've heard that she celebrated her birthday. If so, if she literally celebrated her birthday, she's a Leo then, right? So Knight of Wands, maybe in this case it's her. Maybe she's a passionate fire sign, passionate, impulsive fire sign, who is, I feel like this Three of Swords, also same as last time, is more depicting like Carlee's state of mind a bit. Her being heartbroken, but not so much heartbroken, but maybe angry, same as last time. I mean, she could be heartbroken about some of the people's reaction, right? Maybe her friends or... But I kind of feel like it's more maybe about the public than it is about her immediate circle. So I kind of feel like behind the scenes, she's angry still, and maybe a bit unhinged. Maybe, I don't know for certain, obviously. But at the same time, she is more worried now, and I kind of feel like she's trying to well, you know, come up with something behind the scenes. I mean, she already contacted her attorney, right? She engaged an attorney, right? She asked for an attorney's help. So I feel like maybe this, I mean, probably with his help, right? She will be trying her damn best to maybe, I want to be cautious about what I'm saying, but at the same time I kind of feel like there will be a plan set in motion, and maybe there will be some distractions for us as the public along the way. I don't know, I kind of feel like she's worried and she's angry at the public, but at the same time, when I look at this Knight of Wands, that's still a very optimistic person, right? Especially in this setting. It's a very, like, happy, passionate person, right? But what I'm actually seeing right now, or what my attention is drawn to, is, do you see this young lady? There's literally a flame coming out of her what is it? I don't know, I'm sorry, but of her drums or something, out of her music instrument. So I kind of feel like maybe it was literally an idea which came into my mind now. Maybe she is also playing with fire a little bit behind the scenes. Maybe she's playing a dangerous game. I don't know. That's just... Yeah, okay. Last question. Just wanted to know, dear universe, is there anything else we need to know about Carlee? Is there anything else you want to tell us about Carlee? Whoa! Seriously? That many cards? Oh, I kind of feel like those were the same as, some of them were literally the same one as last time, guys. How long have I been shuffling this deck now? Okay. So 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Why do we get so many Pentacles whenever I ask about Carlee? Do you guys see that? How many Pentacles in the last reading? Kind of feel like there are Pentacles all over the place. I don't know. Why? I kind of feel like Carlee could also be a Queen of Cups and not just a Knight of Wands. I kind of feel like both these cards pertain to her personality. Both very emotional cards, right? I feel like the Queen of Cups is a pretty emotional person, right? Who, if she is in the right mind space, can be very inspiring and creative and inspiring to other people and loving and caring. But if she is in the right mind, so she also can be very emotional. Isn't the Ace of Pentacles a card which stands for wealth, for a new financial beginning sometimes, or oftentimes for... I refuse to believe that all those cards are just here to point us to Carlee's financial situation or wealth even. Actually, I didn't want to use the term wealth, but well, I think it's fair to say that her parents are well established financially, right? So, I mean, maybe in this case of the Ace of Pentacles, it means, and especially together with the 3 of Pentacles, I kind of feel like that's a teamwork card, right? A card where this whole family, maybe presumably, needs to work together in order to achieve financial prosperity. So I kind of feel like there could be different ways. I mean, there are always different ways to read tarot cards, right? But I kind of feel like there could be different ways to interpret those Pentacles cards right here. It either could mean, this one here, that Carlee will be forced in the near future to find a new financial revenue, right? A new financial, not project, but you know, to find something new work or new ways of making money. And maybe she will need to work together with her parents or someone close to her in order to make it happen, in order to make this prosperity of the Six of Pentacles happen. Or maybe again it pertains to both, or I kind of feel like that maybe her and her family trying to get the means. Well, no, I don't know, maybe they will, maybe the community's pressure online of all the people who donated to a GoFundMe, right? Maybe it will get to them. Maybe, I don't see them repaying it completely, to be honest. But maybe they will struggle a bit and do their best to repay it partly. Or, you know. And again, the Five of Swords, the dilemma, literally the dilemma of Kylie's dilemma right now, the conflict, the, like her thinking about everything which goes wrong and has gone wrong, and but also like maybe these three cards, I mean, that could simply mean that she's worried right now, right? Obviously, I mean, we already have Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Three of Swords, and now we have Five of Swords. But I also kind of feel like maybe that's also part of her personality. Isn't it interesting that in this card specifically, there's another person right here, much further along, further away from this person. There's blood, and this person literally is like saying to themselves, what have I done? So, I don't know. Maybe Carlee is, how do I phrase it? Maybe she's a pretty complicated like person whose mood changes quite a bit, you know? Her mood, her thinking processes, her view of the world. Maybe she is not like a consistent person. Or maybe she starts to get remorseful, even if it's for very personal, selfish reasons. Maybe she actually is a little bit saying like, oh my God, maybe I did go too far this time. Interesting. Alright guys, I feel like that's it. Nobody will want to see a 2-hour video. So thank you a lot. Thank you for watching. Thanks for your patience. And hopefully it was entertaining, interesting, and hopefully you've discovered or learned something new and interesting. about this case. Thanks for watching. Have a nice weekend. And I hope you'll come again to my little channel. And if you like this context, let me know. Like the video. Come back again, please. And let me also know if you did not like something. If, I don't know, the image is not clear, or the sound is too loud or too low, or, you know, if, I don't know, there's too much stuff standing on this table. Or also let me know if you like it, if you like a longer video, if you liked my presentation. Yeah, just let me know your thoughts. Or also even let me know if you agree or disagree, you know, with my reading. All right, guys, have a nice day, have a nice week, and thanks a lot for watching. Bye.